He's on it.
We are live. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Jameece Pinckney. I am excited to be here today. We have a fantastic show. So, the first action for you is to like and share, like and share, like and share. Go tell a friend, get them on the phone, tell them to tune in to Facebook Live and YouTube because we have an exciting topic and an exciting guest on today. We have some exciting news to share. Stay tuned to the end. We have some announcements you don't want to miss. I am Jameece Pinckney, President and CEO of HyQuest Consulting Solutions and the creative of Logo to Market, where we help educate, inspire, empower women, small businesses, entrepreneurs to help be the best version of themselves as they grow their business so that they can build, brand, and bank on their business. Today is an awesome day because we're going to be talking about one of those elements of branding. But first, I want to thank Ms. Colette Coakley, who is the founder of the Forward Leadership Forum, for giving us this platform today. This is part 5 of my series on the Forward WLF live forum for building and branding so that you can bank on your business. And so far, I've talked about the B's. I've introduced the B's, the build, the brand, the banking on the business. We've talked about with you who's in your circle. We've talked about what has inspired you in business. What made you say, I do, to becoming an entrepreneur? And today we are going to focus on, does your branding speak to its customers? So, again, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please like and share, like and share, like and share. So, today, speaking to your customers, does your branding speak to your customers? Um, Someone may ask, and you may be thinking, well, you know what is branding? What is branding? What is a brand? Right? I think the simplest way to define branding is a way to identify your business, a way to set you apart. It's how your customers, your employees, it's how the world views you, and recognize the experience you bring into your business. A brand is more than just a logo, right? There's so many elements to branding. You have your mission, your vision statements, you have your marketing strategies, you have trademarks, you have what your consumer needs. So, really understanding your consumer and the customer, all of that ties into the branding. I myself have been in business for about 6 years, and every day I feel like I need to reinvent myself, right? But I found a way to consistently bring, myself forward, identify things that's going to set me apart from other businesses like myself, and even as I work with my clients, ways to help them brand themselves and set themselves apart. You can't have 5 logos, you can't have 3 different business names and expect customers to recognize who you are. It's very important that you find those things that's going to help set you apart. And I am just so excited. I am so excited to bring a young lady to the stage, to this platform, who I have watched for many, 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 many years evolve her brand into where it is today. But again, before I introduce you, make sure you like and share. Are you liking and are you sharing? You don't want to miss this information that we want to share with you. She is someone who often refers to the coins, okay? Because because the branding has a lot to do with how many coins you bring in at the end of the day, right?
Oh yeah,
Is that right? Let
that's
me
that.
introduce Miss Mya Joda. Before she comes to the floor, let me just tell you a little bit about her. Mya hails from Lee Summit, Kansas City, Missouri. She is a mother. She's a daughter. She is a master stylist. She is a barber. She's been in
Mhm.
business for over 20 years. She's an entrepreneur. I consider her an incredible business boss. She is an artist, not just any artist. If you follow her in social media, if you've seen her work, she is the consummate, she is the hairstylist of all hairstylists. She is a hair artist. We say she is a master colorer of hair. And she obviously is the principal creative of her brand. And so she has earned her stripes and all of her statistics. And I'm just going to drop a few little nuggets for you out there. You don't want to miss this, even in the replay. You don't want to miss this. She started with about 5 customers or so in 2010. It's 2021. Her base has grown to over 1,500 people that have either touched her, have been touched by her, that have been inspired by her and her work. You hear what I say? Over 1,500 people, customers she's had come through her hands, those artist hands. And I have to ask you this question, Mya, before you tell something about yourself. Is it true, because I heard through the grapevine, is it true that one of your videos has reached over 1 million views and on
Yeah,
YouTube? Is that true?
that's absolutely positively true that it's over 1 million views and it's pushing up on is another 100,000. Yeah, and that's on YouTube, and it's just a simple finger wave video that I'm doing on myself. For some reason, but it's not just my talent on that they're loving. It's my voice. It's so many people. I didn't realize that so many people on that video are commenting on my voice. They say they hear it and they'll play it again and it puts them to sleep. And I'm like, okay, that's a whole nother
No, you just
maker.
you just said something. It's your voice. Is that a part of your brand? So we can't silence that voice. That's a part of your brand. But hitting anything over 100, in my opinion, because that's probably where I am. But if you have 1 million views, you have incredible branding. Let's
Oh,
just be
well,
real where it comes to social media. Well, I want to take a moment. We're gonna have a great conversation about branding and how it speaks to your customers. And so let me give you an opportunity on this great winning Wednesday. And I just want to say that by the end of this session, we hope you are winning. We say Wednesday, Winsday, because we're all winners. And any day you can learn some new information, you're winning. So, Mya, let me just start. Let's just dig right in and ask you, tell us a little bit about who you are, what you want to share with about your business, and how long you've been in business.
well, I'm Mya Jones, and my middle name is Joda, so I just go by Mya Joda because I just wanted to switch it up a little bit and use a name that was catchy and that only I would have, which that was another part of branding, something that I could have just solely for myself. And I was born in Indiana, and I was raised predominantly in Atlanta, Georgia. So graduating from high school there in the from a magnet school with all the arts, I thought that that's what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be an architectural engineer because I love math and I love art. So I went to Tennessee State, but that's not what I wanted to do because that was hard. In calculus was not math, and I realized that this is not for me. If I can't be the best, this is not this is not for me. So I realized I wasn't the best when you have the calculus students going to the chemistry building every day, every morning, and I was not done. So I know it was time for me to switch some things up. But I was blessed and had my son. Um, I went back home to Atlanta, had my son, and ended up moving to Kansas City. So that changed my life. I got married, and I was just doing hair part time and working a job at the daycare. And I was working at the daycare until my son could go to school. And once he went to school, I realized, I could do something different. I can come out of the daycare. So I started to apprentice at a beauty shop in Lee Summit, and the route of the apprenticeship wasn't my type of thing because I was a grown up at that time, and I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't an apprenticeship type of girl. So I went and got my license on my own. I got my downstairs built up. My husband, um, he saw a talent in me and he wanted to invest in me. He got the downstairs built out into a salon, and that's where it all began. I was down there for about 10 years and I was booked there, and I was okay. I was okay just fine. Just in my downstairs. But again, life, God put things in front of you that you don't even know. I thought I was gonna be there, and I was making enough coins in my mind. So when we moved to another house, I couldn't no longer be in my house doing hair. So then I went to a shop, and I was there for a little bit. I was there for a little bit before I decided to get my own suite again. I was very comfortable being by myself, and it wasn't necessarily being by myself. It was being under my own authority, I
Under
guess,
your own
under
authority,
my
right?
own
Being
way.
your own boss, even
Yeah,
before you knew what really bossing was about, right?
that is true because I really didn't want to be as an apprentice because that's not my personality to be a follower. I'm just not. I understand getting educated, but if that's not if that's not all that I'm doing, and it's more like a do girl, that's not my personality. So I
Everyone
went
has
back.
everyone has their own path, right? So, you
Everyone has
know,
a path.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
you,
while I was in my salon, my suite, probably like 3 months later, I had the opportunity to open up my first shop, and it was six six booths, and I had two suites where I had barbers and another stylist. In 2 years there, I just grew to where I am now. And 2 years here, I had the opportunity to expand. So I just kept growing. So where I am now is 1,500 square feet. I just recently expanded to 3,000 square feet. And as I brand myself, I feel like with the branding, it's allowing me to keep stylists. So I feel confident that if I open another shop, by the way that I run things, by the clients know how my shop is ran, clients will want to come and stylists will want to come too. So I'm leaving that open. So and I continue to do the same thing. So if I do want to build here and open another shop, that's an opportunity for me. I'm not ready yet, but that's pretty much where it is right now. I have there's 14 of us in here, and we do a lot of different services. And I'm pulling away from being on my feet and just building and doing different things like educating, traveling, going, doing hair shows, judging hair shows. I've somehow this year I'm being nominated for so many things. So it's just opening a new door. There's a lot of opportunities coming my way right now. So I'm open.
well, you know what? I see that big M on your chest, and I see the scissors, and that is an incredible branding. I'm glad you're wearing your T-shirt. You're telling everybody that I'm here. I am. I assume the M is for Maya, and
Yeah,
you have the scissors that represent those, those shears. Is that correct?
that is correct. But originally the M was for Mya Joda,
Mm-hmm.
and my original name for my salon was City Girls Beauty Salon. And probably like 2 years ago, I changed the name because I changed locations.
Mm-hmm.
And the location change came at the same time as the group City Girls came out. And I couldn't have that type of prejudgment already, and then I had barbers in here. And I know
Sure.
they didn't want to work for City Girls.
Right.
So
Right.
I didn't want to call it boy, city boy. I just changed the whole name. So main statement. And main statement is spelled Mane, and that's for your hair, your mane,
Mm-hmm.
and statement, and that speaks for itself. Like everybody in here is great at what they do. Everybody in here's mains we it makes a statement, and that is the brand in here for main statement. We don't have, if you're not skilled at something, we're gonna show you how to do it. We're gonna teach you how to do it. We're gonna get educated on it,
Right.
but we're gonna definitely promote what you are very good at,
Yeah.
and we're gonna send it and show it to everybody. And that right now we're gonna focus on your main statement, and
Yeah.
so that's what we're doing.
I love that. Yeah, the main statement, when you walk out of that salon, your main needs to speak, right? That's what your goal is and that's a part of your branding. So when,
That's
when your
definitely a brand.
customers, when
That's
your customers walk out, they need to say, "Oh, you know what? Maya must have done your hair."
and
Or
that's what happened.
somebody from the main statement must have done your hair, right?
That's definitely what happened.
That's it.
That's
That
definitely. I
That's
have
awesome.
clients that'll say they get followed around in the grocery store, and somebody, I just have to stop you and ask you who did your hair. Or they'll be at the nail shop and say, Maya did your hair, right? And they'll be like, yeah, me, because I have branded how I do hair. Just little things that people can recognize that it's me, and just the colors, the finger waves, just like the video that got over 1 million views. That video is finger waves, and so I'm kind of branded as a short hairstylist that does finger waves. But now I'm kind of being branded. It's still in the short hair category, but it's the what's very well known right now is the natural hair,
Hmm.
and it's a lot of people that can't cut those really beautiful,
The locks
so
and curls and the curls. Hmm.
right, cut it correct. So I have get a lot of clients for that particular service.
Okay.
So and then the color. The color is, I did my thing on YouTube, but currently my colors go viral on social media because they're different. And that's another thing with myself. I don't really like to copy other artists. I like to be inspired by them, but I spend a lot of time with my own thoughts, trying to come up with creative color combinations and placements so they can be my own, so I can stand out again. So when I do certain things, my thought is this is going to go viral. I need this to go viral.
Well, I'm even looking behind you and I can see the various color palettes. So, everyone out there, if you're, first of all, let's give a shout out to everyone who has joined us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Even if you're in the replay, we appreciate you joining us today to hear more about how branding speaks to your business, about your business, and to your customers and clients. We have some comments out there. Teresa, Lori, Lorianne, Miss Joanne. I see you all out there. So if you have comments or questions, put those in the chat. We want to hear from you. I want to get right into the question of the day, Miss Maya, and you talked about the main statement. Really, you've already kind of shared why and how that speaks to you and your brand. But what impact do you think branding has had to help shape and promote your business? You have the salon, and what would you say to others? You have the salon. When they walk into that salon, obviously we don't have that here. So you might want to just kind of explain, give 2 seconds about what that looks like, how you develop that. Um, and then I want to talk a little bit about social media. Do you believe social media helps or hurts your branding around the business? So first, what impact has branding had to help you shape, your business and what that looks like? And then we'll talk a little bit about social media.
Well, the main thing with branding is people talking about you, you know?
Hmm.
And so if they got something good to say, that's wonderful, and they're going to keep talking. And it's good because most people like to spread negativity, but when they're spreading positivity because of growth or because of something new or something that they've never seen or experienced, that's a great thing too. But it's not only the stylist that's promoting the shop or myself or the stylist, it's the stylist, because I present to them a great environment to work in, and I present their work to my audience, and they appreciate that. So if they appreciate that where they're working, then they'll share, they'll talk about it. There's not a lot of people that's talking about where they work and, you know, in this type of situation. And that carries. And then when their clients come and they see and they appreciate the greetings, the customer service, the just the interactions with the salon owner who's, usually distant away back in the shop. I'm in the front. I want to see all y'all come in. I'm gonna say hello, good morning. And I want to make sure you're having a great day. I mean, would you like some water?
Sure.
So that
Sure.
word of mouth, that alone, word of mouth, and in conversation, you're talking about the shop, but you're not only talking about your stylist hairstyles. You're talking about how now we have ottomans that we can put our feet on while we're getting our hair drawn. Now the music is not, you know,
The boom, the boom. You
disrespectful.
have
I
some,
mean,
some
sometimes we
jazz
get turned
playing.
up.
Yeah, Friday,
Sometimes we get turned up,
fun
but
Fridays. Hmm.
it's not disrespectful. It's pleasant. It's at a tone. The whole salon is a respectful place to be in. People walk in, and they carry themselves in a great way, and they know the environment is going to be safe because I make sure that with all the precautions that I've done, from the tint on the windows for the sun, not only for the sun, but just to keep people from looking in at us. Just the security cameras. So it's so many things that clients can talk about and share. That right there is word of mouth. Yeah, and it's gonna brand me and the shop and the stylist. And another thing of seeing their stylist grow. If they're with someone and their stylist is growing, and they know it's due to the expectations I have of everybody in here to be great, and to grow, that's a good thing. So they're telling their people, and now I have a whole cosmetology school full of young new entrepreneurs looking to come to my shop that I'm going to open in 2 years or something like that.
They've heard about it. They've heard about, you need to go to the main statement because
Yeah,
it's a great culture. I've heard a lot of things in that. Great customer service. We want you to look great. They make you feel good. When you walk into a salon, of course, you want to have that, that voo,
right, you want to feel
feeling,
that.
right? You want to feel good. You want to leave. You want to come in feeling good. You don't want to wait a long time. But even if you had to wait a long time,
It's
you've made
worth
it
it.
conducive.
It's
You've
worth
given
it.
a conducive, right? You've given a conducive environment. I love
Mhm.
what Carolyn Moselle here says. Love that you've created a great business culture to inspire greatness in everyone.
Yeah,
So that
that's
sounds awesome.
major. Thank
Yeah,
you. That's
yeah,
that's major. I mean,
yeah.
they appreciate it, but I appreciate them because they do respect me, and I truly appreciate that. And because I respect them, if they have a concern, I'm on it. I mean, it does not take me no time to be on it and to handle it. You
Right.
know, and as far as Facebook and social media being a help or a hinder, good or bad, I feel like social media is great. It's out there and it's for that. And if it's not helping you or hindering you, you're not at the shop, because that means you're putting out negativity. And your Facebook and how you carry yourself on Facebook matters, whether you're going to be productive at the shop, because we're going to have a conversation. Because not only do your stylist and your clients look at that, my clients used to come and tell me about what so and so was doing. And if it affects them,
It's going to
could
impact you.
potentially affect them while they're
That
getting
that
their
is a
hair
really,
done.
let me just jump in there. Let me jump in because that is a great point. Some everything now seems to be driven by how you reflect yourself in social media. So if you're applying for a job, they're going to go check your social media page. If you're applying for, different opportunities, they're going to check your social media page. So if you're hiring, new team members or clients coming in or new people that's working with you, I am pretty sure that your brand, if you bringing them on board into your shop to work, this is a part of who you are. It's important to know what kind of life they're kind of living in the social media world, because obviously that can impact your brand. So I
That's
that is as
definitely
great. That is great to hear. I do want to take a minute to just, for those that are joining us, we're talking about branding. Branding is a way that you can identify your business to set yourself apart. Your brand should reflect what your business stands for and what sets you apart from your
thank you.
competitors, right? You can do that through, uniforms, everyone being in sync. You can do that through your business culture, your environment, the place where everyone comes in to work, through business card. If you're not a stylist and you're just I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a businesswoman, your business cards, your marketing material, all those things reflect your brand and how you portray yourself. But most importantly, these branding is things that is what's going to set you apart from others. And so I want to welcome everyone into the room where we're talking about branding and how it speaks to your customers and about your business. So Mya, we have a few minutes. I do want to get to, because we want to make sure that we leave some nuggets with the audience and a call to action. And so let's talk a few minutes about, or you share a few thoughts about 3 or 4 nuggets about why it's important to brand, um, share with other business owners. Those are out there, other entrepreneurs, other women, other people who are thinking about going into business. We may have, viewers who are just, I am brand new to business. I don't know anything about branding. They just need a runway to get started. What would be 3 or 4 things we can share to help keep everyone moving forward in this area?
Well, I guess the first thing that I would say is in our industry, it's 1,000 people that do what you do. So you have to continue your education so you can keep up with whatever it is that you're going to do. I guess I should say, find out what you do good. Find out what you do good at. And once you find out what you do good at, become the best in that. I mean, you can do other things, but you got to have one thing that sets you apart because you can't do everything great. It's somebody who can do everything great, but let's just keep it real. The likelihood of that is is not likely. You're probably really great. Like I can do a sew in, but somebody else in here could do it faster, and cleaner.
So
So
number one, so number
find
one,
out
I'm hearing is set yourself apart. Get your education, continue your education, find a way to set yourself apart. That's number one.
setting yourself apart. Yeah, setting yourself apart. Number two would be setting yourself apart. I mean, I guess would be the continuing your education and perfecting your skills.
Perfecting your skill set.
Perfecting your skill set because so many out here that do that thing. You have to be consistent with your skill and consistently bring good work. You can't be tired, lazy. On sometimes you got to consistently put out good work. Um,
I would say consistency. I mean, you just mentioned a
Consistency.
great number three would be consistency,
Mhm.
because if you wanting your customers and your clients and just your audience out there to recognize you and identify you for the M or for the main statement or for Mya, you need to be consistent in your branding, right? So I say consistency is a key factor to your branding.
Yeah, I feel like also another way to have a great clientele and to grow it is loyalty. Everybody finds their client, and everybody's client finds their stylist. And once you have a realize who your client is, who's coming to you, be loyal to them, create a relationship with them, and build on it. You know, respect goes both ways, 50-50, their time, your time, and just, perfect finding your client and being loyal to them.
You mentioned earlier about just having good teammates, because if everyone has bought into the vision and they're bringing, not only are they playing out your vision, right, because you have your thoughts about how you're running your shop, but then they're bringing their own individuality as well to the team, to the shop, to the overall brand. I think that would probably be key too, particularly in the beauty industry, the beauty and barber industry. So would you say that having a great team is would be an asset to the branding piece?
As far as a salon, absolutely. But I guess having a team to throw ideas off as a just as a stylist, yes, but as a salon, having a great team, oh my goodness, to throw ideas off of and to help and to build and to promote and to grow and to respect. It's so many things, that we do with each other and the respect that we have for each other. It's almost like a family, and working in an environment where you love your coworker and you care about their family. You know what I'm saying? It's a great place to work, and it makes the environment at work so much more pleasant. They miss me when I'm going. I miss them when they go, and I'm caring about where they at, what they
Great.
doing. I want to call and be like, girl, when you coming? Like,
Well, that loyalty definitely is a two-way street. I just want to recap, the nuggets can, number one, setting yourself apart. This is a call to action for our viewers out there as it relates to branding. Your call to action is setting yourself apart. You're having that, perfecting that skill set is number two. Consistency is probably the most key of these, in order to get your branding out there. You want people to see you over and over again. And when they see elements of you, they know that it's you behind the work. The loyalty, of course, and then having a great team would be the five nuggets that we want to leave with you all. Branding is should be, I think, considered early on when you're talking about building a business. Consider your branding structure, what that's going to look like. Having great branding strategies going forward will definitely create success. So
When it,
these are, go ahead.
one more thing about the team, that's major. That's why I don't want to leave it out. I have to cut you off. Sorry. But the support, because when you're going through and you're building and they know you're doing it for them, for us, then they gonna push you, they gonna pull you up, and they're gonna support you, and they're gonna lift you up, and they're gonna be there, and that's definitely needed. Not only just from home, but when you come to work and they want to help and support and uplift, you need that. You need that,
And
or you
and
will not
particularly,
make it.
and I would say that's really important for you when you're doing hair shows, when you have these events. You're nominated annually for a multitude of different awards. You're doing hair shows, you're judging, and so having your team standing behind you, with you, going before you, I would imagine would be is definitely key and critical. So,
It really
Mya,
is.
I want to just say thank you so much. I want to give you one more 30 seconds to leave some parting words with our guests and our viewers out here today. What do you want to say in closing?
Well, in closing, I do appreciate the opportunity to come out here and you guys bringing me in. That means something. I would say it's a lot of hairstylists that uplift themselves, which of course you need to uplift themselves, and they go off of um their own. They not educate themselves. They feel like they have it. Just continue to educate yourself and continue to grow, continue to reach out. You don't know it all. Just keep growing and keep learning and keep listening and keep putting yourself in positions and opportunities where you can grow from other people. Just keep letting you stop thinking that you're already there and know that it's more greatness ahead of you. That's that you can't foresee. It's greatness there that you can't even foresee because it's not you doing it. If you're doing it right, it's God and He's doing it and He's putting all the opportunities in front of you. You just got to keep being great. Just keep being great.
Well, I want to say, I have to say that you are great. And I've known you from knee high tumbleweed until current day. And so I am extremely proud of what you've accomplished and what you've done. And I am glad to be a part of this journey with you, and that you took some time out of your schedule today to be with us to share how branding can speak to your customers and your business clientele. Hopefully, our audience today took away some nuggets. We are HyQuest Consulting Solutions. I am Jameece Pinckney, founder and CEO, the creative of Logo to Market, where we help you build, brand, and bank on your business. Branding obviously is key to your business success. Start early in the branding. And if you have, we have our social media going out here. I would encourage you to connect with Mya. Again, like and share this video, even in the replay, like and share it, so that we can pass along some great information to others who may be interested in learning how to better brand.
Ooh, 1
And
minute.
Mya has another thing to add before we and we have 58 seconds
50
before
seconds.
we.
Listen, ever since I got me a business manager, my business has been together. Before my business manager, I was doing everything by myself. But my business manager, which is HyQuest, she has put everything together and it runs smoothly and my life is great. Before that, I didn't even know my life could be great. But due to that and having a professional person She can show me how to be professional. But a lot of stylists lack if they don't know they lack. I never knew that I needed a business manager. So I appreciate you, Miss HyQuest herself.
Well, we're here to encourage, educate, encourage, inspire, and empower not only women but small businesses and entrepreneurs. And so again, I thank you for coming out today and joining us on this platform. I do want to thank Miss Colette Coakley. I don't know if she's out there listening in, but I do appreciate you for this platform. Again, the Women's Leadership Forum is awesome. I do want to just share. I mentioned when I started, we have some great information to pass on to you. We do have a pitch competition. Do you need funding for your startup business? Are you a startup business out there? Join another entrepreneurial women and students in the WLF for their pitch competition. Get exposure to business coaching, financial planning, and networking in this free, that I say free. You're winning today because it's free, virtual 8-week workshop and compete for $1,000 grand prize. Register at WLFpitch.eventbrite.com by November the 5th, and hurry because spots are filling up fast. Get on board with this pitch competition that we're hosting, the Forward WLF Forum. Also, mark your calendars and save the date. Mark your calendars, save the date. Women's Leadership Forum 2022 is getting close to that season. So get the naked truth about all things finance, career, business, and wellness at the 22 Women's Leadership Conference. Save the date for this 2-day virtual event, networking event with over 20 workshops led by inspiring women of all industries. We do have early bird tickets on sale. Go to forwardwlf.org, sign up and register today. Definitely get your tickets and save that date. This concludes It's Your Business with Jameece, building branding and banking so that you can bank on your business. Jameece Pinckney, HyQuest. Follow us at HyQuest Consult. Follow us at HyQuest Consult. We look forward to hearing from you. God bless. Thank you, Maya.
You're very